The book that's probably had the most influence on my life is probably like Harry Potter. I've read that so many times.
It's hard to pick my favorite book because I have so many, but I thought of this one immediately. It's a new release. It's really, really fun and exciting, and it's got good characters, and it's just an exciting world.
Here's a book that I read recently. This is actually the library's copy of it. This is Notebooks and Conversations of the great Russian pianist Sviatoslav Richter. What I love about it is that he was such an extraordinary man. The music in the background is actually him performing Mussorgsky's pictures at an exhibition.
So I read over 300 books a year. I'm a librarian, and it's really hard to choose a favorite book. So I'm just going to tell you about 2 books I'm reading right now. One is an adult humor book called The Last Black Unicorn by Tiffany Haddish. The other that I'm reading right now is called Dactyl Hill Squad by Daniel Jose Older, which is this bizarre blend up of historical fiction and dinosaurs roam the earth, but it's during the Civil War.
My favorite book is One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, and Blue Fish.
Oh no, that's a really hard question, but okay, my current favorite book is a book called Mireille-chan, and it's a bunch of photos of a 3-year-old girl. She's traveling all over Japan, and that's my favorite book.
I feel lost. Like, I forget about all the things that are annoying and bothering me during the day, and I get to escape. So lost in a good way.
Most of the time, it's just really nice and peaceful and a great thing to do and to spend my time doing, and I like it.
It puts me in a different place. I feel like when I'm reading a book, I can slow down and open up into something different. I get out of my monkey mind. I get into somebody else's thoughts.
I'm feeling almost nothing because a good writer is able to take me into a different world, so I kind of leave my own world behind.
I would say it's just the best feeling in the world, like being curled up and having a book to read. I feel very held. I feel like I'm in a womb.
Completely fulfilled and taken away. It's a way of escaping from whatever is going on in the moment that may not be so interesting or so good.
And I think we kind of talk about in World of Librarianship books as mirrors and also as sliding doors. Like they allow you to step into other worlds and read outside of your own experience. Can transport you to kind of another world. It also is really relaxing to be able to go home at night and just open up a book and not worry about anything. There's no noise around you and distractions. It's really, really nice to just open a book and read it.
They are what makes me happy. I read every night before I go to bed. Mostly short stories, but books are great.
Books allowed me to sort of step outside of myself.
In general, I say they make me a lot happier. There's something that can occupy my time, and I never feel like I'm wasting my time when I'm reading a book. Indirectly, they've definitely made my writing a lot better. Having read a lot of books, I'd say my vocabulary has definitely benefited from that.
Books just let us laugh and be goofy and silly.
Escapism that I mentioned, which I think can be really valuable if you have other areas of your life that are stressful. I think it can be a healthy escape. And then I think it can be a real add to have the perspective of other people to help you kind of think about things in your own life.
Even fiction books, just looking into other people's lives and such, things I end up thinking about and using in my own life, and it makes me happy.
I have been a reader since before I went to school. I cannot imagine a day without reading and without books. It's what I chose to make my living as. I've been a librarian for going on 30 years, and I would say it is a core of my general happiness to be around books and to help people find the information or recreation that they need in books.
They've opened me up to many worlds that I would never have gone to. Kind of like the internet, but better. And they've definitely just always made me feel like I belong somewhere, no matter where I am.
I've been working at this store for so many years. I can see all the places where I've where I've had obsessions, and that has helped me in my own writing, that has helped me, in my own thinking. It's just, there's so many positive levels to them, and it's different than watching something. You have to participate.
I sell them, so I get to be around them all the time, and they just make me happy. They give me joy to recommend books to other people, so books make me happy.
A really good book can actually be something that can change your entire way of thinking about things and help you overcome just challenges that you might have yourself, and just as an ongoing thing to take with you that you remove and gain from the book.
I know this is I've been saying this over and over and over again, but it's just something really great and fun to do, and I just really enjoy it, and it's definitely made my overall quality of life better, just having access to so many books that I enjoy.
It's I remember really clearly reading in high school the autobiography of Malcolm X, and that was a transformative book for me. It just gave me a window into an experience that I would never ever have.
Definitely. I have learned about cultures and peoples that I never would have encountered or understood otherwise.
Absolutely. You can read about people completely different to you and understand where they're coming from, in a different country, or just a completely different situation the way you have.
I'd say yes, just because it's when you're reading fiction, the entire point is that you are reading from someone else's point of view, and I think that alone, in experiencing someone else's point of view, even if you disagree with the character on some things or on a lot of things, you can definitely start to understand people more and start to understand people's different points of view and the different opinions, and really empathize with it.
It's hard to read a really great book and not want to try to write something yourself. They're really, they're really inspiring. When you read something amazing, it makes you want to go out and do something.
I do a little bit of writing myself, but I think what books, reading them and really taking them in, do for you is encourage you to think deeper. Books encourage thought and ideas. And if you don't have thoughts or ideas, your creativity is going to be kind of non-existent.
Absolutely directly. It inspires me and gives me food for thought for the work that I do.
Yes, 100%.
Yes, no doubt.
The more books I read, usually the happier I am.
Yeah, absolutely. No question about it.
100%. Books have made me who I am. Without books, I would be no one.
Absolutely.
Yes. All through my life I have, since I was a little girl.
Yes, because the books and they're great.